In this video, I'm going to share with you our top 5 B2B sales plays that we've used to generate hundreds of millions of dollars for our clients. And at the very end, I'm going to share with you my favorite one that I've been using for a decade. So let's dive right in. So first and foremost, what exactly is a sales play? Well, it's pretty simple. It's a repeatable set of actions that you or a salesperson on your team would do in a given situation. These may be plays that you use in order to generate pipeline and book more appointments, or they could be plays that you use throughout the sales cycle to help build momentum and actually close a lot more deals. I'm going to share with you all 5 of my favorite ones, and we're going to build a little bit here. I'm going to start with a bit more obvious, and I'm going to share you the real juicy stuff right at the end. These are things that we've been using with our clients for years and years, and they work really, really well. Alrighty, sales play number 1, cold outbound. This is by far my favorite of all of the plays, but it's the one that everybody knows the most about. I love using cold outbound to book appointments for your product or service. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people mess this up, but it doesn't have to be difficult, right? So I have 3 simple steps on how you can implement cold outbound into your own organization. Step number 1, this is going to be actually creating the list. So go through, look at all of the possible people you could sell to and put a list together of the ones that make the most sense. Once you have the list, then you move on to step number 2, which is creating messaging. You need to make sure that your messaging resonates with the people that you're reaching out to. This goes for your cold call scripts. This goes for your cold email templates or cold email personalized frameworks that you're going to be using. We have videos on all of that, so make sure you check those out. And then step number 3 is actually doing the outreach. Have your reps focus on one channel at a time. So if it's cold calling, just do cold calling. If you're doing cold email, just do cold email. And as you get used to the workflow and you're starting to see some results, then add the other channels on. If you follow those 3 steps, you're going to have a much more successful cold outbound approach than maybe you've had if you've tried it before in the past. Sales play number 2. Post-demo follow-up. This might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many reps drop the ball on this. If you have a sales team that's doing demos or having sales calls with potential customers, and they're not sending a highly personalized email after that demo or after that sales call, this is absolutely a play that you need to copy and use immediately. And it's pretty simple for your reps to actually execute this. All you want them to do is send them an email that's relevant to that prospect based on what they told the rep in that demo or in that sales call. So things like what features are most relevant for them. If there's any questions they ask, repeating the answer to that question so that way we know we're really aligned with the prospect. Sending resources over specifically based on what they said in that demo. It shows a level of thoughtfulness that has a really big impact. It increases the likelihood that they're actually going to buy from you. And also it decreases the chance of them ghosting you because you're giving a much more personalized experience. It is a great way to build trust. And I can't stress enough, this play is incredibly important to have implemented. Sales play number 3. Post-discovery follow-up. So much like the post-demo follow-up, we want to do the same thing if you're doing a discovery call before you get to the demo itself. That discovery call is really important because you're going to learn a lot about that prospect, and just sending a blanket generic email right afterwards is really starting you off on the wrong foot. And this is also really simple. What you want to do is personalize that email based on what the prospect actually said. So have your sales reps be thoughtful, take good notes, and repeat back in that email exactly what they learned from that conversation and also how we're going to be able to solve all of their problems for them. The more specific you can be, the better. It's nothing groundbreaking, but a lot of reps drop the ball, so I want to make sure that you're doing this appropriately. Sales play number 4, social content engagement. Social is a great place to engage with your prospects, but a lot of reps are using it as a glorified email. You don't want to just be mass blasting all of your prospects on LinkedIn or whatever social platform you use. Engage with the content that they're creating if they do, or engage in the content of the influencers that they follow, and you can start to see you're going to be able to build much stronger relationships with your prospect. Whether they're ready now or in a couple of months, you're more likely to be remembered because you're engaging with them on a platform where they actually notice you. It's not just strictly a sales conversation like an email or a cold DM. Now, how can you do this? Well, there's really 2 ways that I like doing this the most. The first way play is to actually engage with the content they're creating, right? So if they're posting on LinkedIn, engage with it, add your thoughts, be very thoughtful and genuine with it, and you're going to start being able to build a relationship with the prospect. Number two, another thing you can do here is reach out to the prospect directly through a DM based on a post that they made or that they engaged with. This allows you to construct a very relevant message to them saying, I saw your post, or I saw you engage with this post here. Here are my thoughts. And then you could transition to share with them how your solution can actually solve a problem that they have. Sales play number 5, and this is my favorite one. I've been using this for my entire career. It's the lost opportunities sales play. Lost opportunities are a great place for low-hanging fruit for you to convert more prospects into meetings. Lost opportunities are simply folks who had said they'd see a demo or hop on a sales call with you and either didn't show up or they showed up and they didn't end up buying. Over time, you collect a lot of these people, and very few sales reps return to their lost opportunities to try to win them back. And that's a huge mistake. What you want to do is every couple of months, take some time and reach out to all of the prospects that had either seen a demo, hopped on a sales call, that you did a discovery with, or raised their hand to see a demo but didn't show up. All of those folks in that lost opportunities pool, you're going to want to reach out to. And the script for this is really simple. You're going to reach out and you're going to follow this script. Hey, this is Kyle calling from Voris. I'm doing a bit of quality control. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions, or did I catch you at the worst time? Go ahead, ask me a couple questions. Okay, perfect. So I know you had signed up to talk to us in the past to learn a little bit more on how we can help you improve your sales process, but you decided not to move forward. And I was curious, was there something that we did that pushed you away, or what happened here? Now, at this point, the prospect's going to share with you what actually happened that held them back from making a decision. You want to listen to the prospect, and then you're going to respond with this question. What motivated you to schedule some time to meet with us in the first place? This is going to help you understand what problem they were trying to solve, and also allow you to have a conversation about if that problem still exists, eventually leading to a conversation on how you can help them solve that problem. And if you can have that type of conversation with the prospect, you'll be able to rebook an appointment, get them back in front of you in a setting where you can walk through their problems in more detail and share how you're going to help them solve them. This has always been a really effective play for me, so I highly recommend that you do it if you're not already. And that's it. Those are the 5 sales plays that I've seen in my career to be the most effective. I hope you found a couple of those in there that you can implement, and I wish you the best of luck in doing so, and we'll talk soon.